Fighters did not lose because they don't have the skill. You've worked on the skills, just like a human being going into the gym. They don't go into the gym to lose weight. People go into the gym to uncover the reason why they gained the weight. It's always an underlying issue going on.
My counselor in my school reached out to my sister, and my counselor told my sister that I should get checked out. I can say it was a breakdown because I started harming myself. It's definitely a tough time, toughest time.
You said they strapped me down to the stretcher, they cut on the sirens, and I ride that way for 3 hours. When I get there, they make me take strings out of my hoodie and my pants, and you said, you know why? You didn't want to be a danger to yourself. And your mother told you, don't snap. And you said, the only thing I know how to do was the only thing that was gonna make the situation worse, was basically snap. What was you getting out of that when you would harm yourself?
When I was doing it, it felt good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I was just so numb, and I just wanted to feel something so bad. So I'm actually feeling something, so it was actually feeling good.
What I want you to take away from this is that there are 3 reasons, regardless of popular belief, that fighters lose fights. And I'm going to use this series to uncover not what we think we see, but the untold science behind fighters losing fights. This is going to be an epic series, and a few things that we're going to talk about are things like muscle memory. How does this play a role in our actually dynamics of developing and showcasing those skills? And then we're going to get into neuromuscular memory, what goes behind the front line muscle, but the thing that actually is pulling the triggers. This is where I think you guys are going to learn some things that you can apply to your life right now in your training. Here's why fighters freeze up in fights. So check this out and let me know what you think by liking and commenting the word science down below. Take 1. This is Untold Science. See, boxing is the most neurologically demanding form of exercise because you're in constant demand of learning new skills, punch combos, slips, rolls, weaves, footwork patterns, pivots, all of these different things. The second thing is you're always reacting under pressure. Now, what other environment are all of these things playing a role in? Exactly. This is why neuroplasticity kicks in every single time. You're reacting under pressure. Now you're reading movements of your opposition, anticipating punches, and making split-second decisions. The third component of the triggers of neuroplasticity are coordinating complex movements. You're putting things together in sequences. See, the brain is sending signals to the eyes, the hands, the feet, the core, all at one time. Just like Tank versus Lamont Roach, when you seen that happen, the person in front of this individual throws a monkey wrench in the way he thinks, his thought process. So therefore, without a good instructor in the corner that actually understands how to rescue him from this situation, this is what we call fight or flight, panic mode, and nothing works.
Like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm...
The audience, did that affect your performance?
I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. I was more so, it's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure. I could have stopped them.
There's a chop. There's that lead. There's a chop. There's that lead left hook.
Got a little distracted there. Ooh, there's that right hand again for Roaching, but hey, you got to protect yourself.
Oh, nice to the body and then to the head. Right this up.
And the uppercut.
And there's a left uppercut that lands for repair. Look at...
I could have stopped them. It's me. It's me.
And you saw it firsthand. So sometimes you think it's skill, but you're actually dealing with neuroplasticity. And you saw it firsthand. So sometimes you think it's skill, but you're actually dealing with neuroplasticity. You see, that's a great point. But boxing automatically equips you with skills, or the skill without the science. Your talent is null and void. You see, when you put it into an analogy, see, the skill is the symptom and the science is the root. So in order for you to actually get a solution in the ring as a trainer or an athlete that competes in a high level sport of boxing, you have to have both. One without the other is null and void. Skill must have science, and science will produce the skill. So with that being said, let's take this to this segment that I put together for you guys that'll make total sense. Check it out.
These days, a lot of fighters are taught hands first. They never look at their feet. Just throw a jab. They're teaching the kid how to box. I was taught feet first. Learn to use your feet with the jab. Now, in the center of the ring, I don't even have to move that much. It's inches, but it starts with my feet, not my hands. Here, here. Throw a jab. Here, here. Boom. Got you. I'm off.
Now back to the segment.
My Uncle
Get your
Roger,
notepads ready.
memory
This
loss.
is
Could be from
Untold
boxing
Science.
or it
You
could
see,
just
there
be
is
from
an end
keeping the
game
family.
to competitive boxing for a duration of time. That's why it's important that you understand. Skills is one part, the science is another. Having muscle memory, but understanding what drives muscle memory at the higher levels is neuromuscular memory. Be aware of preventing the nervous system from going into fight or flight. Neuroplasticity. That's not something that we play around with, because boxing for too long without these things intact has a price tag and you don't want to pay it. So what a wise man would do is to master the skills and embody the science. And from that point, get in and get out with your bag and your legacy. Here's a clip that will literally double down on what I just said, and then continue to watch the rest of the show. This is Untold Science with me, Eric A. Bradley, coach that is. Let's get this science.
My Uncle Roger, memory loss. Could be from boxing or it could just be from keeping the family. Memory loss. It was it started being very, very hard for him. I ended up getting him a caretaker around that time. And the same thing is going on with my father right now. So it could be something that's just in the family, because even like myself, I don't feel like I'm as sharp as I used to be. But I like to play puzzles, different word games, just to try to stay sharp. You know, shit happens.
Everything you taught me from day one. I always remember.
Everything working, baby. Everything working.
I got you. Okay. Thank you.
All right, baby. Everything good. All right.
If you're trying to get further in your career, there's not always the person with the right answers. There's just people with their own answers. Here's what you are going to need when you are moving forward in the training field, or if you are a competitive athlete. First, there's a checklist of what you need to be aware of. And if that checklist is not being met, you need to have the person in your corner that actually checks that list. The second thing that you're going to need is an actual direction, a process. We call it a system. That's what you would call on a Monday through Friday a regimen. You want a regimen that's proven. And why? Because we are going to go after what we want. But we have to keep priorities in place in order to get what you need. Think about this. If I've learned anything in my career, it was understand what's important, align yourself with people who've already done what you're trying to do. And no matter what you do, do not think about the past. Don't worry about the future. Where you're going to be the most effective is if you're living in the present. And there's a term that I use to apply to myself to keep myself and my neurological functions aligned. I want my nervous system on point. And that, my friend, is compensatory control. And for those of you who follow me, you understood how important that is. That's simplifying your life. One task at a time, one kind of meal plan. Instead of getting up every day having a different meal plan, having all of these different kinds of foods, focus on one simple meal plan, okay? Sweet potatoes, steak at night, salmon in the midday, sauteed spinach, quinoa, get up in the morning, have my 3 boiled eggs, have my half of avocado. I'm living on that religiously. I'm getting enough protein and I'm manifesting the things that I really want. And what that's doing is, because it's redundant, I don't have to overthink things. So guess what? My brain does not go into fight or flight. So if you're trying to manifest a great body, get in optimal health, be on the top of your game in a sports performance world or in the world of sports performance, then compensatory control. Think one simple way. Stay on that way so you can become masterful at it. Now, I'm going to frame this up like this, and then I'm going to let you go. My coach was in Special Forces, and he did things the same way every single day. And that helped me understand system, because most of the guys I've seen as trainers working with fighters, you never are following an operation. You're always coming out of your head, so you're always having to think new stuff. And what does that do? Now, see, that's insight. But here we're going to go into this next section, and it'll explain. Here's why you forget things that are typically easy to remember, but mid combinations, knowing where to go in the ring, forgetting how to counter a jab, getting caught to the head too much, getting punched to the body when you see it coming. I'm going to break it down why you freeze up in these moments and you forget things that are typically so easy to remember. The term that you're going to get familiar with here is going to really uncover a deeper mystery. Let's check it out. What we wanted to do with this series is uncover things that are a mystery to us because they continue to happen right in front of us and we don't know why. And this is why, like I said, it's just like when a person signs up to go to a gym. They go to the gym to lose weight, but they don't really go to the gym to lose weight because they know they're going to pick the weight back up. What they go to the gym to do is uncover why they actually gain the weight. That's what they're hoping to get. That's why it's very important, if you're in the gym world, to really be specific about knowing what you actually solve. This is where that term that we call coaching comes into play. You gotta give people an opportunity to do more than train with you on a training floor. You have to give them an opportunity to actually get into a coaching program, because 98% of the stuff that they're going through that caused it was not physical. It wasn't because they like to eat. It's typically a trigger for emotional eating. Eating when you can't figure out internal issues. So that's what this segment is going to be about, really uncovering the science. So if you think you're going to get something from this, make sure you type the word science down below. And like always, save this video to refer back to later and follow for more. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, because we're going to go deeper into all of these situations. And if there's a particular fight that you would like to uncover or a scenario that you're going through, then be sure to let us know down in the comment boxes or visit us on our website. And I'll see you soon. The links are in the description. Wherever you guys want to figure out or whatever you're going through, just visit the description and we'll see you guys soon in the Winner's Circle. If you have not joined our Winner's Circle broadcast, it's lights out. It's all about giving you free game. Coach Bradley signing out. For all of my people in the gym world, let's help people go to the next level. All right? Peace.